Okay, today we're going to look at graphing linear functions, but we're going to restrict the domain and identify the range. So this is number 2 on your test review. So I recommend when you're doing it this way, just definitely start with a pencil and graph it like you normally would. So if you look at the function 2x plus 4, you can definitely see that the slope is 2. If you write that as a fraction, it'd be 2 over 1. And then the starting point, or the y-intercept, is 4. So don't even worry about the domain and the range yet. Just actually graph it with a pencil, and then you can use your eraser to erase the part that's not supposed to be part of the graph anymore. So put a dot here at 4, and then I'll use my slope up 2 over 1, down 2 left 1. As many pretty points as I can on this graph. I'm just going to erase most of them. So I'll lightly go over this with a straight line. Okay. So the next step is to look at the domain. So this is a higher and an upper and a lower limit to this domain. So it wants, if you read it this way, it's x is less than or equal to -1, and x is also greater than or equal to -3. So where is that on the graph? Let's do that in yellow here. So if we look at the x-axis, it's saying everywhere from here to here. Okay. So that basically, anything outside this little limit here, I should erase. So it's really this, looks like it's just this section right here that I'm graphing. So I'll go ahead and erase that like this. So that's my graph. My restricted domain is just that part right there. Now to identify the range, I have to look over here and see what y values that's hitting. So it looks like if I go over to my y now, it's hitting 2 to -2. So this section is my range. So sorry if that got a little fuzzy or hard to see. So now when I write my range out, I'm going to go ahead and again, I'm looking to write that y is, looks like it's bigger than -2. So I'm going to write y is greater than or equal to -2, but it's less than +2. So over here I'll write less than or equal to +2. So I could write that a different way too. If I wrote like, if I started with y is less than or equal to, well, no, sorry, I'm doing it backwards again. The other way to write it is that you could write it this way: y is greater than or equal to -2, and then less than or equal to 2. So let's double check that would work. So y is greater than or equal to -2, greater than or equal to -2, and less than or equal to 2, less than or equal to 2. So that's a little introduction, or review, I should say, of how to do these domain and range restricted domain problems. So good luck with the rest of the test review.